Welcome back. Our flashback. 35 years ago, News 8 became the home of a national talk show. Long before Oprah, there was Sally. Host Sally Jessy Raphael and crew moved into the home studios of WTNH and were here for about 5 years until they moved to Manhattan. The show was on for 19 seasons, featured all sorts of celebrities stopping by the studios that we are in right now. Our positive vibes of Nutmeg Nation this week. They have lived through 2 pandemics, 2 world wars, and an entire century of changes. And earlier this week, a group of centenarians were celebrated in Cheshire. Ranging in age from 100 to 105, 9 Elam Park residents had a joint birthday party on Tuesday. They were joined by other members of the senior living community for some cupcakes, balloons, and words of wisdoms. For 105-year-old Dolly Peabody, living a long, happy life comes down to one word that all of her friends seem to know.
1, 2, 3. Bourbon!
Yeah, they were saying bourbon. So how else does Dolly enjoy passing the time? Well, she says she's a big fan of her iPad because it allows her to learn a lot about world events without ever leaving her home. Dolly also is an avid photographer. And our celebration of centenarians would not be complete without sending some love to former Hartford Mayor Ann Usello, who turned 100 years old this week. Usello was the first woman elected mayor in Connecticut when she was elected back in 1967, 55 years ago. She was also the first woman elected mayor of a capital city in the United States. I was honored to be part of her birthday party on Thursday, which was organized by Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz and attended by local mayors, including West Hartford's Sherry Cantor, Rocky Hill's Lisa Murata, and New Britain's Aaron Stewart.
It is amazing what she accomplished at a time when being in politics was very difficult for women. So not only was she mayor of Hartford, but she was also in a top Department of Transportation post and during the Nixon presidency. So she's really achieved at very high levels and been a role model for so many of us in Connecticut, but also around the country.
If you have any tips for anyone to get to 100, what would you give them?
I kept up to myself.
Keep the tips to yourself. There's a great book about her, by the way, if you get a chance to read, by Paul Perrotta. Happy birthday to all the incredible men and women celebrating 3 digits this week. If you know of a positive story in our Nutmeg Nation, find us on social media and use the hashtag #PositiveVibes8. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us for This Week in Connecticut. You can catch us every Sunday morning at 10 on WTNH, every Monday night at 9 on our sister station WCTX. Let's welcome back Tom Dudchik and say hello to his Capitol Report crew, all coming up next. Tom, good to see you back.